Hey, Chosen Champs, I hope you're having a blessed and positive day. So today we are talking about producing. Producing. God is ready in this moment, in this time for us to produce. He wants us to stop talking about what we're going to do. He wants us to stop talking about the business ideas that we have. And he wants us to just produce. Put the action into what we want to do with our life. It's time for us to take the step to move forward into bettering our life, because the reason why you are in the situation you're in today is nobody's fault. There's things that we can't control, but it's nobody's fault. It's what you have produced that caused you to be in the situation right now. I'm currently living check to check because of what I produced. Because of what I produced. I didn't produce nothing that God has told me to produce. I started working on it and never finished it. But this year, I am producing. I am producing. I didn't start seeing my channel move forward until I started to produce. God is trying to bless things in your life. He's trying to bless the plans that he has given you. But he can't bless it if you're not putting action into anything. Jeff Bezos is a millionaire, billionaire, whatever he is. He owns Amazon. You know why? Because he knows how to produce. When people put their order in, they know and they trust that their order is going to come to them because he has a production warehouse. He's going to produce every time. And when there's production, there's results. God has been putting orders in with you. He has been sending you orders. I need you to start that business. I need you to start that YouTube channel. I need you to, go serve the homeless. I need you to do whatever it is that he's told you to do. But because we haven't produced, we're not seeing results. I was so naive. All my 20s, I kept saying I did small things to work towards the goal, but I never finished. And God put stuff in my spirit, and I kept telling everybody, yeah, I'm gonna open a restaurant. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Talk the whole 20s. Because in my head, I'm like, I'm a child of God, so I know it's gonna come to me. No, nothing is going to come to you until you start producing. Until you start producing. I didn't start seeing my channel move forward until I realized, you know what? I have to produce. I have to serve. What is it that God is calling you to do to serve to the world? Because people are putting their orders in and they're not getting their package. People are putting their orders in and they're not getting deliveries because you haven't started producing. You haven't started producing. Why is it so many of us Christians are living paycheck to paycheck? Because we don't produce. We don't step into the power that God is giving us. God has 50 doors open for us. And because this door didn't work out and that door didn't work out, and because we're distracted with things going on around us, we can't seem to walk forward into that other door. When you start to produce, that open door will lead you to the next open door. And that open door will lead you to the next open door. That way you will receive every open door that God has for you. But until you start producing, and until you start saying, you know what? Today is the day. This year is going to be the year that I am going to do everything that I had planned to do years ago. This is going to be the year that I produce. This is going to be the year that I see results. This is going to be the year I'm not going to spend 10 hours on social media not learning or not growing anything. This is going to be the year when I go to classes and conferences and get the wisdom that I need to get. This is going to be the year when I finally open that hair store that I wanted to open. When I finally create that book that I wanted to create. When I finally open up my boutique. Whatever it is that God has put on your heart and whatever order that he has given you, it's time for you to produce it. Because it's packages that should have been went out. There's people that's waiting on their delivery from you. from you. God has connected you to people you don't even know, strangers that God has connected you with. But he needs you to produce, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Next week is not guaranteed. So we keep saying we're going to do it next week. We keep saying we're going to do it next month. No, what are you going to do today? What are you going to do today that's going to produce results? Are you going to start going to the gym today? Are you going to start eating healthier today? Are you going to start writing and finishing that book that God has given you? Filling out them grants so you can have that business, creating that business plan. Because God has an abundant life for us. He said, you are the lender and not the borrower. Why every time you turn around, you got to borrow money? Because we're not producing the way that we need to produce. And we're on this journey of production together. I can't tell you what's on the other side, but I can tell you one thing: the more you produce, the more results you will see. And I see that in my life. The more that I keep taking that step and keep putting that action and keep climbing those stairs, eventually you're going to get to the top floor. Eventually you're going to get to that next level, because you are producing. You are producing. That's what's going to get us the results that God is calling to us. If God is the big creator, if God has ruling over everything, if he has ruling over our finances, why does your bank account look so dry? Because we're not producing. We're not producing what God wants us to produce. So, trust the process that you're in. Don't let nothing around you distract you. You have that desire. You have that dream, that idea for a reason. You have to produce. You see those apartments back there? There was somebody that had the idea. And they took the steps and the actions that they needed to create the idea and make it a reality. Now, it has created homes for people to live in. That was the delivery. That was the package that they had. You have to produce the package. There was somebody that created the first car in the world, and they had an idea. They had an idea. And guess what? They produced it. And when you produce it, you get results. Whoever created the car, thank you. Because now we're able to get to and from our destination. Your idea, your dream, your vision that you're not putting your foot forward to, people are waiting for your results. People are waiting to see it. People are waiting for you to share your experiences with them. People are waiting for you to share your wisdom with them. You have everything you need to get started. Wherever you at, start where you at. Start where you're at. All you need is a phone and a camera to start a YouTube channel. All you need is a computer or your phone to start writing that book. If you got a pen and a paper, you can starting your pages. You want to open that salon, you continue to fill out a business plan, and then eventually you can be able to get grants or whatever. Do the research. Look up at YouTube, look up Google, look up whatever. That's what the internet is for. Wherever you want to be, you type in, how do I get this? How do I get my LLCs? Or corporation, or whatever business entity that you want. How do I grow in stocks? The information is out here, but we have to start producing. So y'all have a blessed and positive day, Chosen Champs. I hope you guys do something productive today. Produce today, please. God can't bless what you're not producing. Okay, he wants to bless what you're doing, but you're not producing. We have to start working on making multiple streams of income, because these jobs, they not paying like they need to pay. That's why we got to produce. We got to produce. This is production.